We welcome you to Los Angeles. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And getting to start, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Ready to go? Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles. Oh. One, two now. This one in the air right field. Tucker on the move. And it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Quick toss to first. Marcy dives back in safely. The 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's one. On to Freddie. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Lopez not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Miami, Tyler Phillips. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Line drive and foul ball. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, right field. Casey coming on, and there's one away. Take a look at the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Freeman in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Catcher, Will Smith.
2 down, base is empty. And next for LA, Will Smith. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Play made, that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Curveball drops in there.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Second inning here, no score. Jackknife's out of the way. Oh. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses. And a full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
1 out, man at first. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Got him swinging.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Right fielder, Owen Casey.
The 0-1.
Owen. Ball.
Fastball for a strike.
Feels like the fastball's catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 2 outs. Javier Sanoja, the next to hit. Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here we go, Kyle.
Swing and a foul straight back. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Ball 1 there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now one missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Tapped in front of the plate. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes Max Muncy. Big-time power. That one kicks away from the catcher. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one. Hernandez leads off first with one away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Chop to third. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. On to the third inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. That's in there. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Top of the third, no score. On the ground, Kim picks it out of the dirt. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers.
Whoa.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And a big swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
Action in the pen down there. Andrew Nardi getting ready to go. Junk, the right-hander, also getting loose. Oh, 1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. To second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And he'll move up to second. No problem. Should be a pass ball, and that takes away the double play.
Boog, we're seeing some shakiness from the defense here in this inning. First an error, and now a pass ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
Man at second. Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Strike two.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
1-2 now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's too low, and it's a full count.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2 now. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The Dodgers with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. To short, could be two. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
That one the other way. Brings it in. And that is that. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in L.A. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
You know, these
Nope, that's
Marlins,
away.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Late swing fouled off. The 2-1. Center field. One away.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Tap back to the mound. Throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
For the Marlins, the designated hitter, Liam Hicks.
Now at the plate, Liam Hicks. Walked his first time.
Ball. Ball 2.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The kick, the 3-2. Stays alive. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And at the plate for Miami, Owen Casey. He reached out a walk his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Outside, and that is ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball line to center, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1.
Now pitching for Miami.
Welcome back,
Number
and they turn to a new arm as we kick
Andrew
off the
Nardi.
bottom of the fourth. Andrew Nardi. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Grounded out his first time up.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Oh and 2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really nice sequence with a quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Lifted in the air out to left. Stowers under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Let's go, King Tuck.
Off the mark there. Ball 2. And another ball. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1.
Leading off for Miami, first baseman, Connor Norby.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
One down.
Up next.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Marcy.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side, and that chance handled. Over to first, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers.
Ball.
Next
That's the
offering
ball.
misses, and the count is 2-0. Gets him to chase after that one. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece.
Leading off for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Gets the call. And the count is 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count. They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Andy Pajes now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2. On a line. 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Hassan.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Andrew Nardi gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Calvin Fauché. And that one fouled off. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So runner at second, 2 down. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now in the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Struck him out looking. They limit the damage here. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Now, here is Otto Lopez.
Shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
The 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now quick throw to first, and he's back in safely. Now here is Liam Hicks out towards right center field. Pajes moving under this one. He's got it.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher Agustin Ramirez.
Agustin Ramirez digs in now. 1 for 2. Slap the other way, foul. The Fish with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fouled off down the right side. That one lifted to left. Hernandez going back on this one. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. One hit, one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins 1. Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The 1-1.
Whoa.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the sixth with a double.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Fastball for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ball. Outside. Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Man at second. And a ground ball to first. Norby takes it to the bag. One away. Bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. One away with a runner at third.
Oh.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's your 1. And he takes a strike. Smith, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Ball 2.
another 2-2 upcoming. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at-bat.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Calvin Fauché won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
A new arm into the game, the righty, Anthony Bender.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ball.
2 on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch gets away. Tucker up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And he grounds one to the right side. throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for Miami,
Now it's the right fielder, Owen Casey.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Ball one.
That one way inside. Two-0. And another ball. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Thank you, mate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Lake Trinan, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Klein also throwing. Here's the 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
One out man at first. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And the lefty with the 0-1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. The Dodgers trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. Jacob Marcy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Marcy wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. In the air, out towards right center. Tucker has a beat on it, and that'll do it. One left for Miami. Score holds. It's 3-1. Set for the last half of the seventh. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Ball one there. Activity in the bullpen. Chris Paddock appears to be getting loose. And that one is in for a strike at 95. Now 1-2. Got him. One away.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Hassan Rakil.
Ball.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's two down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman.
At the plate, Alex Freeland. Ball one, no strikes. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. This one in the air center field. Marcy settles under it and makes the grab. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him? So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
This one in the air center field. Pages takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. In the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's two away.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia is done. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Will Klein. He's into the game with the bases empty.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. close one doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Next offering upstairs. Liam Hicks waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there, got him. And that will end the inning. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And they still trail it here, 3-1.
Now pitching for
New
Miami,
pitcher for the
number
Marlins,
26,
Jansen Junk. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Leading off for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Goes down looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Two outs, base is empty. Will Smith to the plate.
That's a ball.
And the 1-0.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That's off the inside corner. And the count is filled up. Kyle Tucker waiting to bat for the Dodgers. payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Through 8 full, LA's on top 3-1. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins.
Now pitching for the
Back
Dodgers,
now, and on the mound, the closer,
66.
Tanner Scott.
Tanner.
A chance at his first save of the year.
The designated hitter, Liam Hicks.
That one close, rule the ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And he'll 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. This looks like extra bases. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter, Leo Jimenez.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That one well upstairs. Ball 1. The Dodgers trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. That one inside. Look out.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Now, Javier Sanoja, 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. And fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Marlins with just one out left.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
The lefty, the 1-0. Out towards left center. Pajes on the move. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.